How often have we given up too early on a goal that we set for ourselves?
That's cute.
Not because it's impossible or that because there's only a certain amount of people that can do it. I had to learn that there's a huge disconnect between how you think the path that you go down is supposed to feel versus how it actually is. If you want to change things in a big way, then you got to make some big changes through some imperfect steps. And failing at so many things and finally finding success in investing, becoming self-employed and building up an extra streams of income for myself. I want to share the shift in my mind that took place to make every one of those things come to life. I've often caught myself complaining about how hard it is building this brand that I'm trying to do for this next chapter, with wearing all of these hats, being the editor, the director, the marketer, get everything, all while making sure I don't go homeless again. Even though I'm just starting and I haven't even made $1 from this new thing I'm trying to build, it's just recently hit me that I'm actually able to manage doing all this stuff when just a few years ago I didn't even think I was capable of moving out of my parents' house. Challenging the idea of what we think is possible is what allows us to breach to a new level. Oh, and how rude. I didn't even introduce myself. My name is Jamil. Welcome to my channel. A few months ago, I was reading David Goggins' book, and in it, he talks about this concept called the governor. Governor is a part of the car that limits its speed, so we don't get too carried away with its raw power. And David made the analogy that humans have governors too. Unlike machines, though, our governors are emotions.
I need you to let go of the fear. Let go of the guilt. Let go of whatever was and walk into what is.
If you don't know where your limit is, you just keep going until you just burn out and just give up entirely. From having never made a video in my life and being insanely camera shy, I think writing was a good place to start. That was the limit I found that I could ever so slightly push. A lot of people will start out with daily or weekly posts filming in so many different locations with the spectacle of editing going on and all these crazy effects and whatnot, and 3 months later they find themselves
day that I'm taking a break from YouTube.
I'm gonna be taking a little bit of a YouTube break.
Guys, I'm going on break. I'm leaving. I'm out. Pack the bags. Dip it.
Only focusing on the writing aspect kept me at a pace that didn't mentally destroy me, and I kept pushing it till it became second nature. Until finally I was able to put on the hat of becoming the editor and storyteller, entering the era of the videos I make currently. Giving myself enough space to just simply do things one step at a time. Through the process, simply identifying where I'm at, then moving past that each day. If my goal is to post once a month, maybe the next month, I might try to do a bi-weekly type of thing. Then once I nail the bi-weekly type of thing, maybe I'll try weekly. This isn't a new thing or a new perspective that I'm sharing with you. Humans have been wired for change for a very long time. We're talking billions of years. It's how we adapted from moving through treetops to browsing the internet. We've spent billions of years testing our limits to get to where we are right now. But within our lifetime, you'd be surprised to see how far we can go. Being a second-generation immigrant, I was awarded the privilege of seeing this example set by my family, making the change from the Caribbean to Canada to find better opportunities for the education. Of course, there's massive disadvantages to this too. It was being inside my head that the education system was the only way to a good life. I grew up with the belief that there was no other way to do things. And because of this, you start to wonder how the fuck everyone around you can just be so relaxed and just be so calm that things will just like work out as they should. For me, there was never a moment where I did not worry about my future. This was the privilege I didn't have. Each one of you guys with similar families like mine will relate to this when I say our parents weren't telling us to go to university and college because it was an optional path of security to follow. It's because in their position, it was the only option to follow. You know how criminal it is to go against that if your skin color falls under this red line. or you're Eastern European. And that fear gets baked into you without even knowing it. The emotion takes over, and just like how with the fear of poverty became their governor, the longing for security became mine. Historically, university has been the safest route to take, and with my luck, I hated absolutely everything it had to offer me. This wasn't because it was difficult, it was actually very easy to cheat. Genuinely, I would have rather died than be on that path. My only choice was to surgically remove this governor, and in a world where there's no clear-cut path to how to do it or what to do, the procedure could prove to be fatal. Met with doubts and comments like, oh, what's your backup plan? This fear that's distilled inside is so deadly that at times it feels as if you would rather let your dreams die and choose a career or business for security rather than go down a path of fulfillment. People love saying, I want to live my life and have fun. But how can you celebrate if you're living a life chosen only out of fear? Choosing the pain of regret over the pain of discipline. The moment I chose discipline is the moment I started living. That's the philosophy I've come to at my 24 years of living. So take that with a grain of salt. Because this whole entire video is about not doing what you think you have to do, but finding out what you're willing to do, because that's how you make a big change in your life. It's fucking scary at first, but trust me when I say it's so much scarier not making an effort to change and testing your limits to see where you can go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, subscribe to my mailing list. First link in the description. Go to my blog, sign up button, so you'll know what to do. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.